Hello everyone, this is Ask Joshi, and today's video is about the Barbarian build that I did in the open beta. I'm calling it the Magnet Barbarian, and the reason is because I both push and pull enemies constantly. It's a very CC heavy build, and everything I do pretty much applies vulnerable. The ultimate that I use is basically just a cleanup crew, so you'll be seeing a lot of chains and kicking and stomping, but our primary that I chose to go with, just to be different, is bash. Stunning things, fortifying are basically the primary reasons to take that. Damaging a stunned enemy with bash grants you 5% base life as fortified, double this amount when using a two-handed weapon, which of course we're going to. Upheaval is the spend for our resources here whenever we actually top off on Fury, or you can pull people in and just upheaval them one time and smash them occasionally. Upheaval has a 20% chance to stun all enemies it damages for 2.5 seconds, and if upheaval damages at least 2 enemies, you gain berserking, increased to 3 seconds if it damages at least 4 enemies, so more the merrier there. 1 point in ground stomp, smash the ground dealing 50 damage and stunning enemies for 4.78 seconds is quite a lot. We've got 4 out of 5 kick, and we've went ahead and put it damaging enemies with kick makes them vulnerable, as well as kicked enemies deal damage to enemies they collide with while being knocked back. Enemies damaged this way are knocked down. So basically bowling pins, that is the push part of the magnet, and steel grasp is the pull part of the magnet. We have 2 charges of it, and essentially we're just pulling people in and giving them vulnerable so that we can, of course, smash them down with bash and upheaval. And then finally, 1 point in Call of the Ancients. This is probably not the most efficient build. Barbarian, I did not play a ton, and you'll see that actually in my gear. I only have a few legendaries, so the important thing here is the socketed skulls that give me life on kill, hopefully to give me a little bit more sustain. Restore 2 of your primary resource when you crowd control an enemy. That's where all the stuns are giving us a bit more of that resource to spend for upheavals. Whenever you cast a shout skill, we're not actually casting any shout skills, so this is not super helpful, but we have 3% damage to crowd controlled enemies, 5% crit damage, damage over time, max life. It's just a good ring otherwise. And the Exploiter's Amulet actually it's a rogue amulet, but you have 20% increased crowd control duration and deals 62% increased damage to unstoppable enemies if we cannot crowd control them. So all the pushing and pulling and stomping and upheaval stunning, we've got a little bit of synergy, but I just have not played it much past level 25, so we haven't collected a whole lot. Here is a demonstration of the pull. Pull, stomp, upheaval. We're going to go ahead and use Call of the Ancients. I like to use it as a cleanup crew more than anything. Like if there's just way too many enemies for me to keep track of, I'll go ahead and pop the ultimate. But generally we're okay with the pull, upheaval, kick. If they survive all that, pull them again, you know, bash them a bit. It's pretty fun. Like that's really the reason I'm doing it. It's just fun. It's a bit different than probably most builds that you've seen as well. I applied vulnerable, but then I just missed the upheaval, but of course we're just stunning vulnerable. We'll eventually get him down. Ground Stomp is really just good for more resource generation as well. Try to keep vulnerable on, but the attacks are so slow with the two-hander that you really need to get the follow-up quickly. Let's go ahead and compare. Well, no, we've got legendary rings, so let's not worry about jewelry unless we find a legendary. And see, that was kind of a miss there. We're gonna go ahead and call in the big guns again because the room is just very full. Don't know how long it's gonna take otherwise. Can be quite dangerous, as you see. Revenants are pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. And missing the upheaval is not great. But if we can bash him down... He stunned me? Well, that's not cool. Oh, legendary two-handed sword. Don't mind if I do. Minus 16. After generating 100 fury, your next core skill creates a dust devil. That just sounds cool. We're just going to do it for some dust devils, because I don't even know what that's going to look like. don't want to use kick too much. The charges on the chain pull are actually a bit faster. Sometimes we need to save kick though, because we want to dislodge or cause vulnerable in a pinch. That went pretty well though. We got a shrine to help us out. Oh no, it's just greed.
When I died in that forsaken place, it was without the grace, the light. Their path to salvation led me only into darkness.
There's that dust devil, okay.
No, his blood.
And that greed shrine doing its work.
Ain't the light of this world. Forever.
Whoa, he dropped a lot of gold. I thought he would just drop one. Upgrade, possibly? Alright.
Don't have enough fury.
Go ahead and fall down. The nice thing about the Call of the Ancients is that the cooldown is pretty short. You can do it pretty often. And we just got another legendary. Each point of fury generated while at max fury grants Fortify. Love that. Let's go with that. But that means I do have to fill my fury, which is kind of hard to do. I like the Dust Devil edition, not gonna lie. Okay, we got 2 elites coming up here.
Not ready yet.
Just gonna try and keep him CC'd. Okay, we didn't get a full chain of CC, but we did have vulnerable on him quite a long time. And that, if that had hit him, would have killed him. Okay. You can see it's kind of efficient, kind of not. I don't really feel like I'm in danger because things are stunned so often, but it's really tough to build Fury. I'm pretty much just relying on keeping things off of me and up people.
I need more fury. I'm not ready.
So if you got the gist by now, you want to skip ahead to the boss, I don't blame you. I'm just going to continue on here in the dungeon. Okay. Do some bowling there. These guys keep charging me, which I don't love.
I need more time.
Alright. Still not quite enough animus to fill the jar, so we'll keep moving. See, it's so slow sometimes that you don't actually get the upheaval while they're vulnerable. It's a little tricky. And I called that way too early. Oh, there's a boss down in the corner. An elite, rather. We don't love standing in poison. Would not recommend. Okay, now we've got enough. And we'll see how we do against whatever's in here. Ah, just more dungeon, okay.
Don't have enough
It's a little messy, not super efficient, but pretty fun. Survivability seems okay because you're just pushing and pulling so much. There's a lovely blast. That was like a trillion damage, I think. Love that. Pull them on into the blast. Call down the ancients on that one. We need to get out of this mess. Here we go. Alright, now we're missing a bloodstone, which is right over there.
I'm not ready yet.
Aw, the kick missed. And this hallway's not wide enough.
I need time to do that.
We'll just save Call of the Ancients even though it's up, because I think we're about to fight a boss. Alright, let's grab that bloodstone.
I must wait.
Touch the healing well. Oh, let's go get hurt real quick so that we can actually refill our resource. If you chug a potion, then you're actually able to drink from the well. If you're at full health and full potions, you cannot drink from the well. Alright, and we get a little overheal from that, look at that.
Yet.
So first things first, call the cavalry, dump your fury, because we're going to be building more. Okay, he hurts. He is not a joke. Again, we want vulnerable as often as we can, so we kind of space out the chains and kicks from this point. Let's get behind this column. Vulnerable, slam, chain, stomp, slam. Dodge these. Kick, slam, call ancients. Oh geez. Call ancients. Vulnerable, stomp, and now he's staggered, vulnerable. Deal with these. Oh, he got me. And there we go. So, you know, not the easiest thing in the world, but the amount of vulnerable that we apply, we're eventually able to get through it with our cooldowns. And it's pretty much just rinse and repeat. Push, pull, stomp, slam, ancients. You get the idea. So that's the Barbarian build that I did in the open beta. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll like and subscribe. Check out the other videos on the channel, and I'll be back soon with more Diablo 4 videos for your enjoyment. You can see the final stuff we picked up in that dungeon. We upgraded a chest and a two-handed sword, so that was kind of lucky. And you can see attack power, armor, life, all that stuff. So thanks. I'll see you next time.